What is up, you guys? Trish McFarland here, independent promoter with this incredible company, Prove It. And I'm coming at you today talking about having the most simple, easy, basic conversation you will ever have in any type of business. So if you have not been living under a rock, you probably have heard of the ketogenic diet, even before you got started with ketones. So having this conversation, getting it started is going to be really, really simple because people have heard of it. They know the term keto. It's the number one search word on Google, right? So this is why it is so simple to have the conversation, as well as the fact that Prove It is amazing, has provided a million resources for us to use in having this conversation. And so what I want you to remember before I get started on actual tactical tips is that this conversation is going to be you stating and asking a question and then letting people talk. In the scripts, you're going to see a lot of the times we're like, shut up, don't say anything else, right? Because our job here is not to be the message to people. Our job is not to relay that what exactly ketones do. Our job is to simply be the messenger. So I don't know about you guys, but I heard this, I heard that someone referred to it this way, and it was like, oh my gosh. So like if you watch anything like from like back in the day, like, we were a huge Game of Thrones people, right? And so what they would do is they would send a messenger from one camp to another camp, even if they were at war, right? To relay this message, whatever it was. But the thing was, is that people didn't kill the messenger, right? It's a saying for a reason, like, don't kill the messenger. Like, I'm just here to relay this message. It's the same thing with this, is that our job is not to be the actual message. Our job is simply to relay the message of what ketones, what Prove It, what we are doing in this space to our friends, our family, our customers, our clients, and stuff like that. So when you're reaching out and talking to people, I want you to remember that. Less talk on your end is going to be that you're just being the messenger of all the amazing goodness and stuff that we have. So when you're getting started, whether you have already pressed go, you didn't press go, you just got started, you're on day 1, day 2, day 3, right? We're going to talk about 3 categories of people that you're going to be talking to. You're going to have an A list, a B list, and a C list. That A group is going to be people that you already are in a relationship with, that you talk to a lot, right? So maybe some of your best friends, girls that you went to college with, maybe it's your spouse. Maybe it's people that you work with and you see every single day. Maybe it is, families in your Bible group, or if you have a book club or things like that, family members, cousins, stuff like that. People that you were in consistent contact with a lot of the time. It doesn't mean you talk every single day. It doesn't mean, but like people that you have that like connection, like friendship with, whatever, already built in. Then you're going to have your B list. That's going to be like the next circle out, right? So like A list is like that core circle. Your B list is going to go a little bit further out. This may be people that you're acquaintances with. Like maybe like there's coworkers that you work with, but like you're not really, really close with them, right? They like work down the hall or something like that. Or maybe they are friends from college that you don't really keep in touch with that much, but like you guys kind of like see each other on social media, something like that. Maybe it's moms in a moms group that you kind of know, you kind of don't know. You guys are friends, but you're not like super, super tight, like tight knit, right? So that's going to be your B list. Your C list is going to be everybody outside of that, right? People that you don't know. There's people in your C list that you don't even know right now that are going to be falling into your C list, right? It could be friends of friends of friends of friends of friends. It could be someone at the grocery store. It could be moms that you don't even know about yet, right? C lists are going to be those people that are outside of that A and B group. So when you're getting started, my number one call to action for people is always to focus on the A list and get started with the conversation, because again, you're not the message of what ketones are doing, right? We are just simply the messenger where we get to connect people from one source to another. So with that being said, start with your A list, right? These are going to be what I call my dirt list. That if I was to sell dirt to someone, they'd be the first people to line up just to try it because they love me, they support me, whatever, right? Whether maybe it's a group of friends, or it's your parents, or it's your sister, or it's this person or that person, or whoever that is. Maybe it's people that have already responded to your if you made a Facebook post already, right? Like they already responded to it. The people that are already asking about ketones, like, what are you drinking? And you're like, I don't know what to say, right? Because a lot of times when we get started, people reach out and they're like, what are you drinking? And we all like we don't know what to say, right? So I'm going to give you really simple words to use that you can get started having conversations today. So we're going to start with our A-list people, and you can also do your B-list, right? But always start with your A-list. Like, go through it all. If this is a business that you were looking to run and grow and hit that Go Pro and Go MVP challenge, right? You're going to start with your A-list. And what you're going to do is, number one, you're just going to start a conversation with them. You don't have to talk about ketones. You don't talk about anything. You could be like, oh my God, hey Melissa, what's up? Gosh, how's summer going? Or, hey, like, gosh, how are your holidays? Or how are the kids going with back to school? Whatever that relationship is, just start a conversation with them. We don't go in with cold messaging at Prove It, and especially within this organization, like, our job is to simply build relationships, right? And part of that is the more conversations you have is directly correlated to how fast your business is going to grow. So if you're not having conversations, you're going to see that your business isn't growing. So just start the conversation, right? Number one, let them respond. Whatever they respond, maybe they're asking about what you're doing, maybe they haven't asked about what you're doing, and they was like, oh, this is really, how are your kids? And you're like, oh my gosh, like, Griff is great. He's getting started in preschool. I'm super excited for, some normalcy back to my routine. Things have been so awesome, and like, it's been so crazy over here. I have to ask you a question. Ready? I have to ask you this question. What do you know about ketones or ketosis? Or, hey, like, I know that you are like, you work out all the time, you're into CrossFit, you're a doctor, you're a nurse, blah, 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 blah. What do you know? Like, have you heard about ketones or ketosis, or like, anything like that? And then that's it. Boom. Shut up. That's step number one, right? So you start the conversation. I'm sorry. That was number one. You start the conversation. Number two, you go in, and we call this the play that works, right? What do you know about ketones or ketosis? And then you stop talking. Then you're going to let them respond. I don't care if they respond that they were the founding author of the ketogenic book. And I know they're not, because we know who those people are, and they are a part of Prove It in this whole entire conversation, right? They're like, oh, I heard it's bad for you. I heard it's this, blah, 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 whatever it is. They're like, oh, I heard about the ketogenic diet. Oh, my brother, sister's mother-in-law has been following keto for whatever amount of time, right? Whatever they respond, you can respond with, that's awesome. Oh, I used to think that way too, but then I found something different. Whatever, like, respond to what they said, and then you're going to ask this question, right? Don't go into the science. Don't go into all the other things. Ask this question. Ready? If I, will you? Ready? So this is how it's going to go. If I sent you a really short video that explains it in 3 minutes better than I could probably like fumble my way through it in 25 minutes, will you watch it? Don't just send them the campfire video. Ask them, if I, will you? If I sent you a really short video that explains it, will you take a look and let me know like what you think, or let me know like, what do you think your favorite benefit would be from this? Or what do you think how this could impact your life on a day-to-day basis, right? If I, will you? Then shut up. Don't talk. That's it. If I, will you? Then they respond and they're like, yeah, sure. This is where the filter comes in, right? You're basically getting a filter of people. Yes, there's someone that might be interested right now. Maybe there's someone that might be interested later, or maybe there are people that are interested never. And guess what? If there's someone that you put in the never category, that's fine. That just takes them off your list of people that you need to contact, and you can focus your energy on the people that you know are wanting this currently. Because I guarantee you, the people that you put in those never category end up coming back around. Been there, done that. I was in the never category at once. Here I am today. And I've had a plenty of people that have joined me that I once placed in that never category, right? But right now you're just looking, are they now interested now, might be interested later, or never, right? If I, will you? Let them respond. Maybe they say yes, maybe they say no, maybe whatever they say. They're like, oh, totally, yeah, sure, awesome. You're gonna get the link to your campfire video, which I already showed you where that is, right? And don't just send it to them, just be like, awesome, take a look, and then shoot me a message and let me know like what you think, or what your favorite benefit was, or what, like, I like to say, take a look and let me know like what benefit like you think you would want right now. And I send that to them. Boom. And then I let them respond. Now, after they respond, right, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's awesome. Maybe you don't hear from them in 48 hours. You are going to have to probably reach out and be like, hey, just checking in. Like, what did you think of the video, right? And you can start the conversation that way. However, that's like a follow-up. But if they responded like, oh, like, holy crap, like, that sounds awesome. Like, where do I get this stuff? Or if they're like, oh, that sounds cool. Or they give you the big thumbs up or whatever they do and they respond to you, right? Unless they're like, that looks cool, not for me. I don't want any parts of it. That move them to the never category, right? Or maybe they respond and they're like, oh, wow, like I could totally use more energy. Or like, does this stuff really work? Or like, where is this from? Or blah, blah, blah. Like whatever it is, you could be like, I can totally get you all the details for that. However, if you want, do you want a 5-day trial or a 10-day trial, right? Like however you're putting your trial packs together. Can I get you started with a 5-day or a 10-day? And just like, assume it, guys. Like, can I get you started with a 5-day or a 10-day trial pack, flavor trials, whatever? Send that to them, let them respond, and then the conversation's going to go from there. And we have the scripts of how to walk them through the pricing beyond that and all of that. But that is the basis of that conversation, you guys. Ready? Start the conversation. Hey, what's up? How are you? Like, ask them what they're doing. Like, get to know, like, we want to know where they are currently. Now, I don't mean just location-wise, guys, but like maybe they're going through something that like this might not be a really good time to start this conversation with them, right? Our job is to build relationships with people. So start the conversation. Number 2, what do you know about ketones or ketosis, right? Number 3, if I will you. Number 4, take a watch. Let me know what you think. What's your favorite benefit? Blah, blah, blah. Number 5, can I get you started with a 5-day or a 10-day? So that is how the conversation is going to go. So what we're going to do is take a look at the scripts that we have here, tweak them for you. The scripts we have are in my voice, right? It's the way I talk to people. You might not talk the same way that I talk. So make sure you go through it. You're familiar with it. You're not just copying and pasting. Just everything that I say, tweak it, put your words in there, right? If you say you or y'all, like whatever it is, tweak it so it sounds like you, perfect it, and then save it someplace so that when you are having the conversation, you can copy and you're not going to just spam people with it, but it has everything there so you're not always typing out. You're not always searching for the link. You're not always doing stuff like that. And that is how you have the easiest conversation ever. Now, your job is to go out there and have the conversation. Go be the messenger. Get the campfire video into as many people's hands as possible and let the message do its job, because I guarantee you it will. And remember, the more conversations that you are having every single day, the faster your business is going to grow. So I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will talk to you later.